Alrighty, guys, we are just a few weeks away from the launch and the debut of perhaps one of my most anticipated shows of all time, Stranger Things Season 5. Again, one of my favorite shows ever. I love it. I'm so excited, but also so not ready to be devastated. I think that it's going to be one of the most devastating seasons of television that I've seen in a while. I'm not ready, but I'm also so ready for it. But, surprisingly, before Season 5 has even launched an episode, we got an announcement and a little bit of a teaser trailer for another season of Stranger Things, except, hold the phone, it's not really another season of Stranger Things, it's actually a spin-off show, and not only is it a spin-off show, it's an animated spin-off show. We knew for a while, actually, I think we'd heard for a while that the Duffer Brothers, who are the creators and executive producers of Stranger Things, had been working on some spin-off ideas for the show, which, of course, I mean, Stranger Things really, maybe you guys don't remember this, but Stranger Things is really what gave Netflix what it is today, the essence of what it is today. Stranger Things was the first Netflix original show that just really catapulted the platform into new heights. It was around 2015 and 2016. It just carried the show into what it is today, into the global streamer that it is today. And now you have your K-pop Demon Hunters that we'll talk about later on, and your Squid Games and other shows. But yeah, I mean, Netflix, it really was made by Stranger Things. And so, of course, I mean, yes, you want the story to end in a way that feels satisfying and narratively satisfying. You don't want this story, especially a story like this, where it's not a sitcom that could go on for a long, long time. You want the story to end. I mean, it has to end, right? And it feels like it's reaching a natural conclusion with Vecna and all that kind of stuff. But you also, understandably, if you're Netflix, don't want to lose grip of the property, right? And if the Duffer Brothers are still game, which it seems like they are because they're a part of this, then yeah, keep making spinoffs and keep doing things. Now, the interesting thing about all of this is that this is actually not a direct spinoff. It's not like, oh, it takes place somewhere else in the United States, but it's still obviously with the mythology of the Upside Down and all that kind of stuff. It actually looks like it's still going to be revolving around the characters of the Stranger Things universe. So it actually is still going to be Stranger Things. The title of the spinoff is called Stranger Things Tales from 85. Now, if you're thinking about that, 85... because I think Stranger Things Season 5 takes place in 1987, right? So 85 is still within the realm of the timeline of Stranger Things, the show. And so as I read the title first and I was like, okay, so does that mean it's going to be taking place elsewhere while things are going on in the Stranger Things universe? No. It looks like it's going to be taking place with these characters between seasons 2 and 3 is what they confirmed in this little teaser. Now, the interesting thing about all of this, of course, so they confirmed that there will be a new voice cast, and they'll be, it'll be the characters Will and Dustin and Lucas and Max and all of them. But the interesting thing, and I've been trying to rewatch Stranger Things when I can. I've been busy, so I haven't really gotten through many episodes, like only a couple thus far. By the way, loving the show, watching it again. It's amazing. It's so good. Anyways, guys. But one of the interesting things, and I'll have to do a rewatch eventually of seasons 2 and 3 to kind of understand what the bridge is between those two seasons, because one of the things that really stands out about Stranger Things is that between seasons, there's some time that passes between all of them. The characters grow up a little bit, and, I'm sure it was in part to account for the fact that the kids are growing up, but also just the fact that each new season kind of takes place in a different season of life. So, yeah, feasibly, there are a lot of adventures that these characters could have gotten up to. I don't remember, because season 3 is the summer episode. It's the one, and it's the one that people don't like, which that's fine. I really like season 3, but that's fine. But it's the one in summer. And so, the season picks up, I believe, and everything's kind of cool, and everyone's kind of being a teenager and growing up and all that kind of stuff. There was no real indication from what I remember. Now, maybe I missed a line here or there where they refer to some crazy thing that happened over this, before the summer, right? But really, what I remember from season 3 is that, oh yeah, you just start out and Steve and Dustin are best friends, and Steve's working at Scoops Ahoy and all that kind of stuff. And so it'll be interesting if they try to fit a whole other adventure, a whole other story that is just not referenced in season 3 at all. Because again, I mean, it fits in the timeline. I just think that it'll be interesting to explain why something happened that was pretty significant that just did not need to be rehashed in season 3, or just did not have any impact on the events of season 3 or 4. Maybe they do. Maybe they find a really clever way to do that. But for now, I mean, I'm just curious because it is confirmed that it's not just it's not just an adventure of the kids that they're having where, we're just biking around and having fun. They're going to be fighting monsters and things like that. Paranormal activity, I think, is what the description said for the show. So I'd be very curious to see what that looks like. Guys, what do you think about this? A spinoff for Stranger Things or a prequel spinoff sequel. I don't even know what to call this, but a spin-off animated show, Stranger Things Tales from '85, is announced. Let me know what you think about this in the comments down below.